It's that time again, yes, a new one. They about to make a bunch of resolutions, but tell me, is that really a solution? If you ain't about to change the things you're doing, well, okay, you can have it your way. It's for me and mine, we'll take the time, stop what we're doing and pray. We heard the word, we seek him first and what God to say. We make the plans and seek the man, ain't got no time to play. Hey, should I minute to win it? See, I know this thing a marathon when they trying to sprint it. And if you got something to say, well, if you want, you can get it. Taking time to the nations, I'll be back in a minute. And wait, this got to be mine. This got to be mine. This mine. This got to be mine. This got to be mine.
Hey y'all, hey y'all, hey y'all. Welcome. I am Ebony J, your host of Minding Your Business Mondays podcast, and we have a very, very special guest today. Like, we got a whole doctor in the building, okay? Y'all better put some respect in her name. We have Dr. Prussia coming through with the pressure. Please welcome. Hey, girl. Hey.
What's going on there?
Oh, my goodness. How are you today? How's your mental?
I'm good, actually. Really good.
Yeah.
I can't complain. I feel great. A little bit sleepy, but that's because I do like 5,000 things in one day. But other than that, man, I'm good. Can't complain.
Yes, I love it. So tell the people your name. Tell them what you do. Why you got started.
All right, so I am Dr. Prussia J. That's what I go by. Prussia Clayton is my name, but I like the J because it's unique, right? So right now I'm a small business consultant. I just obtained my PhD in advanced accounting.
Yes.
Long journey, right? Long journey.
Yes.
I'm a teacher by day. I said I'm a teacher by day. I teach middle school math.
Ooh, go ahead, girl.
And I'm a small business consultant and accountant at night. This has been a very, very long journey. Even from undergrad into now, just starting out in 2011 when I entered undergrad at Texas Southern University, into now, like 11 years later, just finishing up. Degree number 3. So I guess it's really not bad, right?
Not at all.
In the midst of all that, I had a kid, so I took a year off. So technically 10 years of education, but bachelor's, master's, and now my PhD. So yeah.
I mean, I think you're doing amazingly well, if I must say so myself.
I appreciate it.
Yes. So what got you started? What was your why? And has your why changed?
My why from the beginning was to basically be a light in this world of darkness. That's really what it was. Even growing up, I grew up in a impoverished neighborhood. Watching, what was around me, abandoned buildings, homeless, individuals, people that are less fortunate, period. Small businesses just trying to make it day by day. It was just a lot of struggle, and I made up in my mind that if I could help one person, then I would, I was doing my life's purpose. And that's always been my why, to be a change agent in this world. And so keeping that in the back of my mind is how I kept pushing, right? How I kept persevering, because I knew that for me to be a change agent, I had to change stuff within myself.
That's good.
You know what I mean? Like I can't change anything if I haven't changed. If my my mental haven't changed, my physical. I mean, it's on my like health wise. If I don't keep myself healthy, how can I help somebody else? Like I have to, help myself first. Just like, when you're in an airplane, right? And they tell you the plane loses pressure, you help yourself first, and then you help other people. Not because you're selfish, but if you help yourself first, you can actually breathe in the chaos and help somebody else control in their chaos, right?
Yes.
So that's it. That's my why. And it has not changed. I'm still being a change agent. I became a small business consultant just to allow other small business to grow. So they can't afford, big accounting prices at the moment. So I don't give my services away for free, but I make it to where it's cost friendly for their business, give them the same tools they would get with paying double, triple, allow them to make the money to pay double, triple, and go ahead and win. I just want people to win. Period.
Okay, nice. So with your prices not being sky high,
Mm-hmm.
would you say that the client bases that you serve with the small business, your that price would be different from if you was to do it for a big business, or do you strictly stick to small business so your price is your price and that's it? It doesn't go up or down.
It can vary.
Okay.
My target audience are those small mom and pop businesses. That's my
Okay.
target audience. As I've grown within my business, as I've grown with my education, now I have more people. They're reaching out from higher levels. Hey, we need your help. That's something different. But my target audience are those small business. My heart will always be with small businesses because we own small businesses, right?
Yes, yes,
And
yes.
if I want my business to win, I want your business to win. That's just how it is. You know what I mean? So if I'm learning stuff for myself, I need to pass that along to you so you can keep learning yourself and then teach somebody else. Because what people don't understand is that small businesses is the economy. It's not your big companies. It's really not. They make up majority of your economy because there's so many small businesses. And when I say small, I'm not meaning you run everything yourself. Those are your people that, with 10 employees or less, or, that don't have the buying power as
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
corporations, right? But that's where my heart lies, is teaching them how to be knowledgeable about their money. That's big. Knowing what stuff is and not letting somebody tell you what it is and manipulate you, that's my purpose.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. So with that being said, what are you working on? First of all, let's tell them what kind of things have you done for these small businesses? Like, what are some of the accomplishments that you've done, showed up and showed out with?
So I've written business plans and did projected financials to help businesses obtain $1 million in loans. I actually had a rep from Huntington Bank like, hey, who did this? And I'm like, me, it's perfect, it's spot on because I do accurate stuff. We're not gonna make up. We're not gonna say you're gonna have a 6-figure business and we have to still grow. I don't do that. I've helped small businesses go from almost shutting their doors to now being able to expand out to have
Nice.
you know, to actually do business in Michigan and Ohio or Texas or Georgia or Florida, because we look at, innovative ways to help them prosper without putting a damage on the pockets. You know what I mean? Just having them think, understand how to expand. I've helped businesses add a line of business because they didn't know that they can actually do one thing versus another. I've had a salon owner. I said, hey, you're trying to put your salon with your barbershop together. How about you create a wedding package so that the bride and groom don't have to worry about, you provide transportation to get them to your salon, provide that luxury experience that you want. Charge, of course, but it's all about thinking about what the customer wants, what they're desiring, and have you got both sides. You can take care of the the groom, the bride,
Mm-hmm.
bridal party, the groomsmen. You can do both while still bringing exposure to your business. If you do it well, people gonna want to know how you look so good. I went to X, Y, and Z. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean?
Mm-hmm.
And just having people think. I've done a lot. People still call me now, text me all the time. Hey, I need help. I need this. I'm thinking about doing this. I'm like their number one choice when they want their business to expand because I'm gonna sit there and listen to you and listen to what you want. You know what I mean? And not what
Mm-hmm.
I want. It's not my business. It's yours.
Right, 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 right. So with that said, because I know like a lot of people have trouble with doing their business plan, or some may be trouble doing it. Some just like I really don't have the time or the energy to want to gear towards creating that business plan. Would you be able to do someone business plan from scratch? They tell you their business. Do you do the research? Do you do everything that entitles that goes into that business plan, or do they got to come and say, "Well, here's the information," and you piece the business plan together?
So we work together, right? So
Okay.
I do all the research and all that for them, but we have to work together because I can't do everything and you don't know your business. because I'm not going to be sitting next to you when you go to the bank to try to get a loan or you trying to get a grant. You need to know your business. So I sit there and we will plan. Now, of course, that's a little more expensive, but people that come to me, they understand why, because they be like, whoa, you asked me a lot of stuff I didn't even think about. Yes, you have to know your business. It's not just, oh, I want to do hair. Okay, you need to know what it takes to run it, how much our products, how much on average are you going to make per day based off of the clientele you have? How many competitors are already in your area and how long have they been in business? So we start from scratch. I ask basic questions. I do my research. We go back and forth to make sure that what I'm thinking is what they're thinking. Because once again, that's not my business. It's yours. I might do my business one way. You might want to do it your way. That's fine. I'm not here to control, right? I'm here to direct. That's I don't control, I direct. That's that, that's my
That's a
thing.
good way to put it.
Yeah, I don't control, I direct. That's what you're paying me for, to consult you on what you're already thinking. It's to help pull those thoughts out, get it on paper, and then a lot of my clients, when they go to present their business plan or whatever, they find out, man, I know my industry inside and out. I know my market. I can have conversation. It's not just, this is what I want to do and this is how much I think I'm going to make. I know I can make this because I ran my numbers, or I know my clients that come in. I kept my books. I even teach them that keep your book log so you can kind of see month for month what your trend looks like. So when you're doing your business plan, you kind of have a trend analysis based off of what I've currently done. This is what it's going to look like. So yeah, I do from scratch. I do people that are in the middle. This might just be in a roadblock. I do it all.
Okay. So someone who does not, let's say they don't have any clientele yet, are you able to help those people come up with a successful business plan together? And what information do they need to know before they come to you?
So yeah, we can do that if they are from scratch. We can definitely do that. We do a lot of market research.
Okay.
We dig a lot into the market. Let's look at what the market is charging versus what you have to charge, because a lot of people think that, if McDonald's is selling their cheeseburger for $2, I have to do the same. It's not the same thing. You have to look at your process, but also stay competitive in your market. So we do a lot of market research, and then I help them start surveying so they can start pulling interest of clients. What are you doing right now that you can do? So we can start seeing how many people are interested in what you're trying to offer. I've had a lot of clients do that and found out only a few people are interested in what I'm offering, not a lot. So I need to look at something else. So yeah, I can definitely do that. That's no problem at all. I can definitely pull anything. It's just research. That's it. And getting out there, taking that first step.
Nice. I love it. I love it. So what's the name of your business that they well, how do they find you?
Okay, so I'm known as the Success GPS. So they can find me, at the Success GPS on Facebook. It's definitely, you can find me, Prussia Clayton or Dr. Prussia Clayton on Facebook. Either way, I'm perfectly fine with the connection.
Y'all better call her doctor. Put some respect on her name.
Listen, on Instagram, I'm the_success_GPS. Email, I mean, all of that. P Clayton at thesuccessgps.com. They can even hit up my phone line, 832-725-2905. I'm good with all of that.
You said email her, call her, hop in her DM. However you gotta call her, get to her, okay?
However,
She is here for you.
Yes, there you go. I'm here. Anyway, they want to reach me. They can send a prayer up. And
let the good Lord know. I need to find her. Let the good Lord know. Okay, so what would you give? What would be a tip that you would give someone who is maybe starting out, or someone who is maybe revamping?
Call me. No, I'm just...
Okay, that's a short answer. Call her. Okay.
No, the actual thing is don't be afraid of failure. That would be my tips. Don't be afraid of failure, because a lot of people think failure means that they did not succeed. It just means that what's not going to work.
Right? I like that. I like that.
If you're going to revamp, that doesn't mean your first business failed. You just knew that it wasn't going to work. You're trying to win. So anytime you start over or you start anew, that's your way of saying I'm going to win by any means necessary. That does not mean that I can't do, X, Y, and Z, or I wasn't good at that. No. You want to win. You know what I mean? And the thing that I give a lot of time, I'm a sports fan. I don't know if a lot of people are sports fans, but I'm a sports fan. And I watch, a game. I can watch basketball, right? It starts with 5 players. As those 5 players go and they play, whether they're tired or they're not producing, the coach calls either a timeout or a substitution. And in that timeout, he's either providing them with some encouraging words that's going to get them back on track, or he's subbing out a player who at that moment might not be great, right? That substitution is to come in and help the team win. So just because of the fact that that player did not work does not mean they're not a part of the team. It's just at that moment, they need somebody else to come in, help them out for a second, give them time to collect their thoughts, get, whatever else together, and they can still come back and win. But at the end of the day, that's not a failure. That's a game plan, right? Yes. So that's just like your business. You can have 5 businesses and you find out that one of them is not doing what needs to be done, or it might just be running its course. So then you come and put another business in that spot. Does not mean that business failed. Just at that moment, it just needs to sit down for a second, give it a rest, and then when it's ready, you put it back into the play. That's not failure. That is teamwork and that is discipline. So do not be afraid of failure, because failure is just a way to know what did not work. That's it.
Period. Another opportunity to find the right way.
That's exactly. There you go.
With that being said, y'all, I need y'all to look at the bottom of the screen. I need y'all to know this one thing. If you don't know nothing else, I need you to know, no matter what you're doing, what you're going to do, whatever you're going to go after, I need you to know that you got this. I need you to know this in your heart that you got this. Even if you don't believe it right now, I need you to tell yourself, I got this. In a time when you feel like you don't got this, I need you to say, I got this. I got this. No matter what. And keep saying you got this. And I promise your mind, your body, your spirit, everything is going to align with that. And before you know it, you're going to see that you actually do got it, because those little stressful moments, they only last for a certain time frame. And when you're willing to keep going and you're willing to push through, you'll see and you'll reach that greatness on the other side. So don't give up and know that you definitely got this. Do you have any specials going on?
Currently at the moment, I do not.
Okay.
I took a seat. Tax season is around the corner. Okay. So I'm getting ready for my tax clients. So during this time, I kind of just sit back for a moment and prepare, because I want to make sure I'm giving my clients the best. So I don't have any specials at the moment because I don't want to overdo my plate. Plus, as a teacher, this time is a little crucial. You're trying to get ready for break, trying to get those last exams in, all that good stuff. So not at the moment, but some are coming in the new year. Hint, hint. So if you follow my page, you definitely
get ready. She said, get ready. Get ready. Tax season is upon us. It's coming. So she does taxes too. Are you taking on new clients?
I am.
She is open to new clients. So if you need to get them taxes together, I think she might be a great person to go to. If she can get, she getting people millions of dollars for their business. So I think she's pretty good with her numbers. She's a math teacher. She got her doctorate. I mean, I'm just saying. I think she might be a good candidate for y'all to go ahead and zoom and connect with her. Okay. Now, with the taxes, do you take out your money? Do they have to pay you up front, or are you taking it out of their taxes?
Usually I take it out the refund there. I mean, not trying to be funny. A lot of my clients, when they come to me, they don't have, and I understand, I'm a regular person, I am. I'm a regular person. I tell people all the time, yeah, I'm a regular person. I definitely understand. But I usually take it out of the refund. So therefore it's not really,
that makes sense.
Yeah, that's the way I usually do it. And then it's safer for everybody because they have a way of, hey, I made my payment, and I have a way to verify too, just to make sure that, everything is everything for everybody.
Yes. So
Mm-hmm.
y'all better get in there. So you don't even have to have the money up front. You could just say, "Girl, take this out my taxes because you know I ain't got the money for it. I'm waiting on these taxes. So take it out. And what you don't see, you don't miss."
Hey, look, if you have a business, I show you how to make it back real quick
Ooh.
because I'm a consultant.
Ooh, see, she so you got your business. She gonna tell you how to make it back. She tell
Mhm.
you how to write some stuff off, what you should be writing off, because there's a
Exactly.
lot of stuff that we don't be knowing that we can write off, and we need to write off and get better at keeping up with your books.
Yes. Yes.
I'm talking to myself, y'all. Like the receipts and everything is real. You got to keep up with that.
Yes.
So your tax preparer is not trying to guesstimate, figure out, and then the IRS come and tell you that they need to look at this receipt for all the money that you spend on clothes, on your wardrobe for work, you
Uh-huh.
know, for your business, the wardrobe that you got to purchase, the clothes that you got to wear every day that you got to purchase for work. Um, when they looking for those receipts, you can actually go to them and say, "Well, here's all the receipts. These are real numbers. We worked this out for real, for real."
Right, right. Exactly.
All right. Yes, yes, yes. So how do you, with all this business and
Hmm.
education going on and giving back to people, like I know it's been a journey. Um, what are give me one obstacle that you had to overcome during this time?
Being a mom. That's
Mm.
um being a mom is I promise you that's one of the greatest gifts that God has ever given me. My daughter, she's very, very special to me, but it is a lot because my daughter, she's sickly. So she's severely asthmatic, which then
Oh,
causes her more issues for like when she goes into an asthma flare up. It doesn't last, asthma attack, go ahead and give her a breathing treatment. And, a couple days she bounces back. My daughter can be down for like 3 weeks to a month
oh,
because her immune system is not that great and then she can catch something else or anything like that. Um, so that's been the biggest obstacle because at the end of the day, I'm still mommy, right? No matter
first and foremost.
take away the doctor, take away, the teacher, business owner, whatever. At the end of the day, I'm mommy. So
Hmm.
trying to make sure that I put her needs and, when I try to be funny, I'm spending late nights up trying to do stuff because I just got her to sleep about 1 o'clock. But then I got to be at work at 7:45. But you trying to get stuff, done in between. So that right there is my biggest obstacle because I'm trying to take care of a kid who, who's sick, who doesn't even understand why she's sick. She
Yeah,
doesn't really understand it. And because of the fact that I'm asthmatic, I know what it's like. And it just
yeah.
watch her little body just go through what it's going through and she doesn't feel well and or she can't stop coughing or she can't breathe right. And I know that for me, when I have an asthma flare up, I be sitting here like I want my mama too. So I
Mhm.
can definitely understand, as a 4-year old, it's a lot. So that right there, that's probably my biggest obstacle, just trying to make sure that I stay mommy dealing with her health, still trying to stay with, work and, school because I was going to school during the pandemic. That was a hot mess.
Man, what?
That was crazy. Working from home, still trying to do homework. I'm just on the computer all day, just
Eyes hurting,
all,
burning.
all day. Yes, crazy. It's
But you
crazy.
made it through. Whoop, whoop.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. I mean, during the pandemic, I was only in my apartment for maybe like 2 months during the pandemic. 'Cause
Wow.
once the pandemic started, I said, I'm buying a house because it was a lot, trying to use my internet and then, have my kid and I'm trying to check on her and it was a lot. And you got people in the apartments over there doing whatever they're doing because people are at home because everything shut down.
Hmm.
Mm-mm. Pandemic started in March. In May, I moved into my house because no. Mm-mm.
Yeah, she said, "Push me, Lord, push
Listen,
me."
I listen. That's exactly what he did. And so, I mean, at the end of the day, I'm still here, right? I'm still here. I just recently turned 29, and that's what I told you. I just recently turned 29. Um, And I had to look back, right? Because a lot of times people will see me and they're like, oh, you got it going on. I see what you're driving. Or, okay, I see, you pulling money out your pocket. Or your daughter going on trips. My daughter went to Rome for 2 weeks just a couple months ago. I mean,
see, I'm trying to make that kind of money where I can send my kids over. My son want to go to Japan, so yeah.
And people, and I got trips planned for her. She turned 5. We're going to Florida. Then we got a Prussia J. Then we got somewhere else to be in July. And then my 30th is next year. So all of that, and people like, I want to be like you. Don't be like me. Be better than me. But the thing is, if you want to be like me, that's cool. That makes me, happy that you want to look up to me. But you got to remember, for me, I stick to the basics. People don't understand that. I stick to the basics, Eb. And when I was in undergrad, and I put this on Facebook the other day, but your audience, I'm not friends with them on Facebook, so I'm gonna share this again because I think it's gonna help somebody. When I was in undergrad, I took this accounting course with Dr. Joseph Boyd. I'll never forget him. He changed my entire life. And we were doing the work, and I was doing it so fast, right? Killing the game. Till he came, he said, I'm gonna give you something different. And I'm like, why are you giving me more complex work? I want to stay with my class. And he said, you can't stay with your class because you're not at the level of your class. And I was like, okay, I'll try it. But when I got the work, it was difficult. And I'm sitting here and I'm like, I can't do this. And he used to tell me, you can. You just have to remember the basics. And I'm like, how is that helping me right now? Because I'm not understanding the problem. I mean, not trying to be funny. I'm 19. I'm trying to, what are you talking about? I don't understand this. And he used to tell me, you have to remember the basics. And then when he broke it down, I realized that it was stuff that I already had learned. Just in a more complex,
way to do it.
But it wasn't that far-fetched. I was just reading too much into it. And so as I kept going through my collegiate career, all I can remember is remember the basics. Anytime I got a hard problem, I remember the basics and try to solve it from there. But as I've gotten older, I still hold on to that, remembering the basics. And when people say, oh, remember the basics of accounting? No. I remember the basics of life, right? Life are, number one, my Bible, right? That's my B and my basics. My Bible. My word keeps me sane. I mean, I'm not gonna hold nobody up. I just got back get into my regular word because I was so busy that I didn't have time for God. And I'm like, wait a minute. I want God to have time for me, but I don't have time for him.
Right.
Problem, right? So I got back to my basics. I got back to my Bible. I started off there, right? Then I got into my A. I started to become more appreciative. Complain about what I did and did not have.
Yeah.
And I'm not to look around with the fact of, hey, you're 29 and you have your own home. You're not renting. You don't have a landlord to answer to. It's yours. You can tear down the wall. You can throw a rock through the window, and nobody's gonna care because it belongs to you. You have 2022 vehicle in your driveway that you got for like nothing because my interest rate was so low. And it's like, your daughter, even though she's sickly, she's still well. She's waiting. She's not in the hospital staying for months on end. You have food in the refrigerator. Your lights are on. So I had to become more appreciative.
Yes.
And after that, I had to remember to smile, right? Because even though that seems so simple, it's part of your basics. Because when you smile, you remember that you have joy. No matter what's going on in your life, it can seem like all hell has broken loose. But if you keep smiling, you're going to remember that you have joy. And that joy is going to carry you, right, through that trial always. But then when I got to the I part of my basics, I had to remember who I am, right? Remembering who you are, remembering what your purpose is in life is going to take you far. Because if you know what you're destined to be, no matter what comes your way, you just know that's part of your test because you can handle it. So when you remember who you remember what you were designed to be, and if you remember who you are in. So if I am made in God's image, I'm part of him. So how dare I ask why me? Why not ask why not?
Why not?
Right. And then when I got to the C part of my basics is remember that I can't give up. Never. Because I have to remember I can't give up because my Bible shows me all the blessings, all the promises that God has for me, I'm already appreciative of what I have, which means that I'm pretty much doing okay. If I have something to be appreciative for,
Okay. Okay.
remember that I have a reason to smile, and I have to remember who I am. So if I remember all of that, I can't give up. So at the end of the day, I stick to my basics. That's what gets me through. Sticking to my basics every single time. That's my B, my A, my C, my I. I mean, my B, my A, my S, my I, and my C. Those are my basics right there. That's how I make it.
I love it. That is great. And everything you said is true. Everything you said makes sense. It makes sense. Even if you're not a Christian or you don't go
Yeah.
by the Bible, um, some kind of book, whether it's a book between that's not physical or a physical book, but it has to be something tied to your creator, whoever you call God, whatever you call your higher power, that
Listen,
needs to be the base of whatever you do.
I'm gonna tell you like this. If you don't believe in the Bible, that's on you. Use your basics, your B as your beliefs. Whatever you
Mm.
believe in, hold on to that. Remember that. Keep pushing with that. Believe whatever you believe in. It could be a higher power. It could just be the fact that I believe that I can do this. Whatever you believe in, hold on to that. When life is starting to shake, hold on to your basics. Hold on to that foundation that you have. Make sure that it's
Yeah,
solid. If your bases are solid, that foundation is solid. Can't nothing shake you. It can sway, but it
for
can't.
sure, go sway. You gonna do a little.
It can sway, but it will not destroy. You
You
understand me?
might get a little spaghetti
You
noodles,
know what I
little
mean?
spaghetti arms going on, but
Listen,
baby,
but
you
you
still
gonna be
planted.
all right. You gonna definitely be all
You
right.
still planting. Those feet are still planted in that ground. And you
Exactly.
are definitely going to be all right. Since we're talking about being all right, and it's only right, I think it's only right that, y'all look at the bottom of the screen and y'all understand this and y'all know this, because I think this is just a perfect time to remind you that
Yeah.
you definitely got this. You
Yeah.
definitely got this. Stick to your basics and you're going to come out on top. Remembering that we all are here for a purpose. We all have a purpose on this earth. From our time on this earth, we all have a purpose. And search and find your purpose. And when you start to go on your business journey or your journey in life, because you may not be a business owner, but I'm talking to the business owners right now. And you go on your journey, if you line your stuff up with your purpose, and no matter what you do in life, remember that your purpose, remember what your purpose is. Remember what that purpose is and line everything up with that purpose. So if you're a model, and so for me, I am to inspire. I am to motivate people. I am to show light into this world. I am to give love. I am to give love. So in all that I do, I have to show love. And I went through a phase where I was like, I don't want to give love. I'm tired of getting love because I know who always get hurt. And then it kind of changed because, there's a little bit of in me. You push me, I might punch you back in me. So remembering the purpose, finding your purpose and remembering that. So when you have those dark moments, when you have those moments that you like believe that you can't do it, something in you will click and remind you that you can do it. You have to do it because it's not just for you. It's not just for you. It's not just for you and your family. God got a bigger purpose for you. Prussia was not just supposed to be here just to make sure her and her family is doing good and living good. She was here to make sure that other people's families are doing good too. That she can provide them with the sources that she had through the trials and tribulations that she went through, that she is able to deliver something back to the people to help the people make their journey a little bit lighter, a little bit easier. So you don't have to go the exact route that she went through in order to get the information that she got. That's what we're supposed to do. When you get something, when you learn something, you are supposed to give it back, whether it's for free, whether it's a fee attached to it. You're supposed to give back. And even with that, at some point, you have to give some stuff back for free. You can't try to charge for everything. Even though, hey, this season I might be charging for this. But this season, I'm going to give 2 people a chance to get it for free. You see what I'm saying? You have to give back. That's how it goes. It's a circle of life, so to speak. Everything works together. I was watching just to show y'all like how things work together. I love animal stuff. So I love watching like Animal Planet, anything dealing with animals. So I was watching this particular one with about the different snakes, the poisonous snakes in the world. And, different snakes eat different things. Some snakes eat large snakes. Some snakes eat rats and other stuff. And then it was a particular snake. I can't remember right now because, of course, my brain just going to not remember at this moment. But they were talking about if it wasn't for snakes, like we are afraid of snakes. Most of us are afraid of snakes and understand to stay away from them. And, even the ones that's not dangerous to us, we'll be like, no, it slithers. Nope. Mm-mm. It deceived Eve. Nope. Stay away from it. And we give snakes such a bad rep. But if there was no snakes, those little creatures that got like 4 legs that can like slide up under your door, because they ain't got no bones. They can, get into the smallest little cracks. Them little mice that like to have babies real quick. It will be like infestated with them. Because I learned that, your house don't have to be nasty for a mouse to come up in there and create a family up in your walls. And by the time you realize you done got some mice, they done had a whole family reunion in that bad boy. Without the snakes to eat those mice, our homes will have so much diseases because the mice will be out of control. So something that we seem as evil or scary and like, oh Lord, you could have did away with these things. But no, because we need those things to balance out life. We can go on and on with the ocean and everything, whatever. Everything works together. And that's what you got to remember. The dark moments that you go through, those dark times that you go through, it's going to work together. It can't always rain. It gotta shine. The sun gotta come out sometimes. But it can't always be shiny either. It can't always be hot either. We need some rain. Our grass need rain. Our flowers need rain. Our food needs some rain. The things that help us breathe in great oxygen, our trees, need some rain. So just like those things need rain, you need rain. Because we need to really see how strong you are. If you can really take it. You don't want to, that's like somebody who's going to the gym and they're working on their upper body, right? They're doing their push-ups and stuff. God forbid they're on something where they fall. And they got to hold on for me. Because I just said I'll be jacked up. If I had to hold all this weight up, I'll be jacked up. And so for that, I said, I got to get my ass in the gym. I'll be jacked up if I had to hold all this weight up for any amount of time. We're going to be jacked up, squashed. But you won't know that you're able to hold yourself up if you don't practice. If you don't maybe fall because, at first you couldn't hold yourself up. It was like, that's a lot of weight, baby. But then, you get to doing your weights, you're pushing up, and next thing you know, you on that bar, you holding yourself up for 2 seconds. Then it moves to 2 minutes. And, if you want to keep going, you might make it to 10, depending on how strong you want to be. But you don't know how strong you are until you are tested. And that's what life is. It's a test. It's a big old test for you to pass, for you to fail, for you to like come back and retake this test. Like, okay, you didn't get this part. We're gonna let you circle back next season. Just pay attention. Pay attention. It's seasons for everything. If you're in business and you need help, that with that business plan, you trying to get some money for your business, Miss Dr. Prussia. And the pressure, I gotta say it like that, y'all. I gotta say it like that. And the pressure is gonna get to you. gonna help you get to it. So with that said, do you got anything else you want to tell the people? Any last motivational words or whatnot right before you go into telling them where they can find you at?
I'm always down to drop some encouraging words or anything like that. Um, Listen, especially for business owners, no doesn't mean denied, right? And I tell a lot of my clients this because we'll get one no and we'll stop. Our parents
Mm.
told us no. Did we stop growing? No. It's just in that moment there that no might be needed because we're not
Mm-hmm.
prepared for what we're asking for.
Mm.
So that no does not mean that access is denied. That no means that we need to figure out what we need to get that yes. If a bank goes and say no, we won't give you the money, that doesn't mean you shouldn't be in business. We need to figure out why we couldn't get it because maybe it's something that we need to work on. You know,
Mm.
a lot of times we'll get a no and we think that that means that we should stop. I mean, I know in the housing market, I mean, I didn't have a no, but I know a lot of people that got a no when they tried to buy a home and they like, I don't understand. I'm not looking for normal homes anymore. But when they came to it, you know what? That no was great because I thought I had the money to pay my mortgage
Mm.
and I would have been stuck in a financial situation that would have been, more of a harm to me than any good. So that no stopped me so that I could get myself together and go
Mm.
be more successful when I finally got what I was looking for. So as a business owner, you get a no, that's perfectly fine. You only need one yes. But that no does not mean to stop. That no just means we need to fix what it is we thought we had solid to get that yes.
I agree. That's good information, y'all. Because remember that. Because I know I'm a person who I hate the word no. Don't tell me no. I was like growing up. I was the kid that I'm not really asking unless I'm almost guaranteed, promise no for sure that you're gonna tell me yes. That was me. I was avoiding them no's until I realized, like, girl, what's the worst they gonna say? No. Like, like you. I mean, they gonna say no, and what? You gonna have to figure out how to get it another way.
That's the reason why. That right there, the worst. I never understood that until I got older. What's the worst they can say is no? You be like, yes, that's everything. They say no, that's the end of my world. And then I found out I was like, oh, it's not the end of my world.
It's not.
I didn't die when you said no. I
No.
my day.
Feelings might have been a little hurt,
A
a
little bit.
little
But
salty.
you realize, oh, I understand why you said no. We couldn't go here because we didn't have the money. So going here, I wasn't gonna have as much fun because we didn't have the money to have fun. So
You had the kind of fun that you would want to have there.
so you said no so that you know what I mean, or you said no so you could pay the light bill. So at the moment, it's the greater good. A lot of times we got to look for the good in our nose. You know,
Yes.
especially in business, you got to look for the good in your nose.
Yes, that's the key. And one thing about it is, I remember going back on some things that I wanted
Yeah,
and it not working out the way I wanted it to work out. But then as I continue to go on my path and like on my healing journey and on my like really digging deep inside and really getting to re-know me, because you lose yourself a little bit after different things if you're not careful.
yeah,
To the point I looked up and I was like, I don't know who you are now. Like, I don't know what you like, what you need to do, what are you trying to do? You're stretched so thin. And it wasn't to me like getting to know that and then understanding like, oh, I'm glad you didn't give me that. Because at that point where I was at there mentally, I was immature. Where I was at mentally, I would have blew through it faster than you can do it. At that point, I realized like, hey, you got a problem when things are not going right. You like to just go spend money. And you don't necessarily budget when you spend money. So, you thinking you just buying $2 stuff here, $10 stuff here, $30 stuff here, $50 stuff here, $100 thing here. And then you look up and you like, damn, where did it go?
mm-hmm.
Where did it go? Like I got $14 left. I don't even know how I got here.
Mm-hmm.
I can't even pinpoint everything. But if you would have got blessed with those millions of dollars, would you still be able to sustain now? Or would you be back in the same position that you was in before because you didn't learn the lessons that you needed to learn? You didn't change what you need to change. You didn't break down those little bitty habits that you didn't think was a big deal until you looked up and now you got a big old event. But that big old event didn't just happen. It was little events that took place that led up to it.
It's also the experience too. Like a lot of times we don't understand that if we experience the struggle, we experience how hard it is to maintain. It might seem like it sucks, right? But it's not a punishment. It's a preparation. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
I experienced what it's like to not have anything or trying to scrape together or figure out what I need to pay. Then when I get it, I know I don't never want to go back there ever again.
Ever.
So it disciplines you, right? And that's what it, listen, once you start thinking like that, I promise you your life will forever change. Once you understand that your life it's not a punishment, it's a preparation. And once you can get that out the way, you're prepared to prosper.
Yes.
That's it.
Yes. I agree. With that being said, we're going to get you up out of here, but you got to tell the people one more time where they can find you at, because it's tax season. It's time for business to get stuff. And I know you kind of chill out now, but I know like a lot of grants and stuff be going out now. Like they still be having money around this time that they really need to spend. So yeah. I believe you are the person that people need to come to and communicate with. So I need you to tell them again where they need to find you at.
They can find me on Facebook, Dr. Prussia Clayton. You can find me there. You can find me at the Success GPS on Facebook. Either one is fine. I get both messages. Instagram, I'm there at the_success_GPS. It'll come up Dr. Prussia Clayton. You can email me, pclayton@thesuccessgps.com. Or if you even, if you're a texter, need something real quick or want to introduce yourself or whatever, send me a message, 832-725-2905. And I promise I will definitely hit you back within a 24-hour window.
Oh, 24 hours, y'all. So don't be keep texting her at 23 hours. She said within the 24 hours. Let at least the 24 hours go by before you send another message, okay? You ain't got to send a message on every single thing either. She gonna get it.
I'll answer.
She gonna get it. So I just want to say thank you again for coming on. I appreciate you for giving us your time. Like time is so precious, and I appreciate you coming through and talking to the people.
No problem. It was a pleasure.
And I would like to say, if you are someone that would love to be on the show, you want to be interviewed, you are a business owner, you are a creative who are doing things in this community, doing things with your numbers and need more business, or want more business, or want to help people, you want to get interviewed, go ahead and email us at info@nybm35.com and we will get back to you. Leave us your name, your number, your email, put NYBM in the subject so we can know what you're trying to do, and someone will get back with you. It'll probably be me most likely, but someone will get back to you. And again, have a good one. We're going to vibe out because Rose had us going at the beginning with "It's my year." Okay? Every year I need y'all to know that it is your year. It is your time. It is everything you need at that point. So right now we're going to vibe on out to another song by Rosemary Bay. It's called Booked and Busy. So we just going to vibe on out and exit on out and have a great time. I love y'all. Let's vibe on out, y'all.
New life. I've been out the bed before dawn. Hit a knees to the prayer now sun. Wake the kids to their favorite song. Oh man, thinks she does no wrong. She got a brand new lifestyle. Made a wrong turn, but she finally got it right now. Standing on a rock, she ain't even gotta fight now. Walking in the light, so her future's looking bright now. I can't forget about you. Time to put in work, you do what you do. Raising your kids, so you're going to school. Got the wood up on your shoulders and you make it look cool. And girl, I'm proud of you. Who knew you had all that side of you? You keep it 100, that's how I ride with you. We gon' live our best life till our time is up. Girl, around the world, want you to know you're beautiful. Oh, girl, around the world, let them know you're about to blow, you're about to blow up. She booked and busy, booked and busy. Got plans all over the city. Itinerary make you dizzy. When you see that girl, better know she pretty and gritty. She booked and busy. Got plans all over the city. Itinerary make you dizzy. When you see that girl, better know she pretty and gritty. To go up, I had to grow up. And once I growed up, I got my know up. Then came to glow up. Now that I glowed up, watch me blow up. Now I can do this with my eyes closed. Tiptoe through the snakes, that's a lot of foes. Walking in God's favor, that's a lot of dough. Say a prayer for my haters, that's a lot of growth. New life, who this? Come around me, better be about your biz. When you come around me, better be about your chill. I survived too much, man, it is what it is. Is you coming or not? Don't need a lot, girl, just bring what you got. We gotta cook while the fire is hot. Time is just beating, and we ain't gon' stop. Girl, around the world, no time to waste. Let's start today. Oh, girl, around the world, your time has come. Yes, you're the one.